knew what life was like for women in Latin America. What I had heard about Latinas was that we were loud, proud, passionate sex objects. We cook well, we party, we're all about the family. And once a year, we go and represent the bandera for whatever country we're really from, Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, Colombia. The only stories I ever heard were of those women who made it. And by made it, I mean those that made it to the United States. Because you only really made it if you made it to the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh yeah, and all of us were Mexican. Although for me, that point was true. I was born Leah. I'm a news correspondent for CNN. I was raised in New York City, y soy mexicana. Growing up, the rules were different for boys and girls. Girls were taught to be silent, boys were not. When we first met, I had just graduated from NYU with a degree in journalism. He loved how confident and outspoken I was, but that all changed the moment that I said I do. When I said I do, it was as if I had signed a contract to remain silent. Even though I had done what my family had always wanted, I had gotten married. And as I climbed that ladder of success, once I became a field reporter for CNN, things really started changing. My husband felt insecure. I never knew that he was a machista. We would argue about things like money, my career, how I was never home. Because at the root of the problem was that he wanted me to be a housewife, and I would never be that. So after 3 years, our marriage ended. I chose my career. CNN sends me all over Latin America, but it was one assignment that really changed my life. And when I went on this journey, the stories that I heard amazed me.
I was born Clara. Soy de Chile, tengo 5 años, I'm 5 years old. I love my mom. She's so beautiful and sweet. She reads to me every night. She makes me my favorite meals. I love when she makes me pastel de chocolate. I love school and playing soccer with my friends in the park. But I hate going to sleep at night. When I go to sleep at night, that's when my nightmares begin. That's when the nightmares come. I wanted to stay awake. I wanted to wake up before they arrived. I remember the first time. The first time I started having the nightmares. The lights were out. The door opened, and he'd enter. He would enter my room and sit beside my bed, and his hands would touch. The first time wasn't so bad. He touched my face, told me que me quería, that he loved me. He said I was special. And then he touched. And then he touched mine. And that's when I knew my nightmare wasn't a nightmare at all. I was asleep when he came into my room. He said he wanted to play a game, asked me if I wanted to play a game with him. I said, okay, Daddy. He said, I can play Mommy, and that Mommy and him play this game all the time. Then he got up the covers with me. He took off my panties. Don't be scared. You don't have to be afraid. I would never hurt you. I love you. He said he was looking for something, that he was looking for a treasure, and that everything was going to be all right. And then he touched. And then he touched my tummy. My legs, he licked my thighs, he put his tongue on my privates, and he licked me everywhere. It's okay, baby. I'm just cleaning you. I just want to clean you. You're dirty and little girls must be clean. I cried a little. Mi Clarita, no llores, don't cry. It's okay. Daddy's here. You don't have to be afraid. Don't you like it when I clean you? Doesn't it feel good? I stayed very quiet. Kissed me on the forehead before leaving my room. He came into my bedroom like that every night for 3 years. One day, he made me touch him down. He put my hand on his privates. He kissed me on my mouth. Clara, give me your hand. It's your turn. Put your hand here. I want you to clean me now. I want you to lick it. Lick it like a paleta. I didn't want to. He wanted me to clean him. He wanted me to use my tongue. One night, he got on top of me. He put something hard inside me. I cried, asking Daddy to stop. I kept telling him that it hurts. Please stop, Daddy, stop! He didn't stop. He kept kissing me, telling me that he was cleaning me, telling me that he was putting something special inside me to clean me. Clara, you can't tell anyone about our special game, especially Mommy. If you tell Mommy about our special game, she will leave you. She will leave us. I didn't want mommy to leave me. So, I didn't want mommy to leave me. I didn't want to be alone with him, so I didn't say anything for a long time. I'm 8 now, and daddy still beats me. My childhood was stolen from me. My innocence fucked out of me. Having to relive that moment over and over again of him touching me. I'm 18 now. I have a boyfriend, but when he touches me, when his hands are all over my body, I cringe. I don't enjoy him. I don't enjoy it. There are moments I relive it and it passes. So much of the details are a complete blur. Sometimes, though, I remember details like his fingers inside me, of him feeling my flat chest, touching my undeveloped body. How does a father rape his own daughter? Did he love me? Did he see that I was just a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old? I was a little girl. I was his little girl. I started having sex aggressively when I was 14. I've had over 20 partners. I will never trust a man again. When I fuck a guy, I'm the one in control. Now I'm 20. After that moment, I never fully recovered. My relationships don't last, it's just about sex. I've had sex with plenty, but didn't enjoy any. Me siento tan sola. That violation of me as a child has been the continual violation of my body. Since then, I've only chosen men who disrespect me. I've slept with men without condoms. I've had drug sex, high sex, backseat sex. The seed he left deep inside, how it's marked me, almost destroying me. While I fuck all the time, I don't like to be touched or held. I don't enjoy sex with men. Me siento tan sucia. I feel dirty all the time. I treat my body like a trash can. Sewage and waste.
Bendición, mami.
Que Dios te bendiga, mija.
When I first started, I was so scared. Que pa' qué te digo, yo tengo unos nervios. I didn't know that once I was in there, I couldn't leave Mansión. I didn't see my mom again for like 5 days. Once I was in there, it was a whole new world to me. And tonight, I would be getting on stage and I would be doing a solo. I'm that girl that's waiting for somebody to rescue me. I'm waiting for that man with the blue passport to come in and whisk me away. I'm that girl that wondered, why did my own mom drop me off at the widow spot? I'm only 16 years old. I was born Milagros. I'm 16 years old. Soy de un campo en la República Dominicana. They call me Dulce, but don't call me a güero. I am not a güero. I'm a sexual worker. Soy una trabajadora sexual. Y hago con mi cuerpo lo que me da mi maldita gana. With this body, I could do whatever the fuck I want. You know something? I never really dreamed about this. I never thought that my life's ambition would be that of a sex worker. I had big dreams. I was going to be big. Iba a ser grande. My name in lights. I was going to be a supermodel. I always dreamt of being a model, like in all of those magazines that I always saw but could never buy. I was going to go to Europe. I couldn't wait to go to Europe. I grew up in a really poor town, but I've been told ever since I was a little girl how beautiful I was, from my hair to my hips to my lips. I couldn't walk down the street without old men, baby boys hooting and hollering at me. Diablo, mami, tú sí estás buena. But damn, baby, you look good. How you doing? And all the women would hate on me. Y ella, ¿qué se cree? I used to love all that shit. So one day, my cousin Beatriz, Alicia Anabel, comes up to me. She starts telling me how she's making all this money in Santiago at a place called Meriam. Oye, prima, the best place to work are Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. When a guy takes me out of here and takes me to a cabaña, I make 5,000 pesos per guy. In Mansión, I make 3,000 per guy. That's 176,000 pesos mensual. You do the math. El Dominicano for the whole family only makes like 14,000 pesos. I make like 12 times more. My eyes lit up as she told me about all of these things that she used to do, all of the experiences she had with these men, what she did with them and to them. She told me about this guy that used to buy her everything, and he would rent an apartment and would take her to live with him for like a week, like his girlfriend. Wow. Mansión. Doesn't it just sound like classy and sophisticated, like privilege, like royalty, money. Por fin llegué. When Balbi told me about Mansión, I thought it was like some kind of country club where all the rich guys would go and everyone was dressed all nice. He told me about the kind of cars that they drove, Lexus, Infiniti. Told me about all the stuff they used to wear, how they used to buy her all this stuff. Told me about this guy that did her hair, her nails, and her makeup. And told me about all the money that she made on tips just by spending time with them. As she spoke, all I saw were dollar signs. Dinero. She told me to go by and see where she worked. I was like, okay. All these men treated her like a dime piece. A dime piece. A piece of ass for a dime. And me, I wanted a piece of that. Me llama un cliente. He tells me he wants to take me to Las Vegas. But don't get too excited. Las Vegas is the name of the cabaña I used to meet him at. So I go over there. This guy's cute. This should be quick. I go up there, take off my clothes, put them in a chair, I put my hair in a do because you know it's really expensive to get your hair done nowadays. He calls me over to him. He starts touching me everywhere. And then he tries to touch my hair. Espérate. You ain't touching my hair. Do you know how expensive it is to get a blow nowadays? And you ain't short for it. Tú estás pasada. I worked for my money that night. He did it twice. We fucked for over an hour. I was exhausted. He calls me over. Ya lo mami, ven acá, te quiero probar. I want to taste it. You like that? Sí. Me gusta. Me encanta. But in my head, what I'm thinking is, yeah, I love this shit. I love having a brand new dick inside of me every 2 hours. I love it when a guy puts a nut in my face. You know I'm only doing this because I know that one day I'm going to get out of here. One day, the man of my dreams is going to walk in through that door, he's going to see me and he's going to fall in love with me. He's going to take me to Nueva York. And once I go to Nueva York, I'm finally going to go to medical school. And I'm going to be big. That's what I wanted to tell him. See? The shit I gotta do. I gotta give myself to men in all types of ways just in hopes that one day I'm gonna leave this place. I have to leave this place. But why would I stop? I make more money in one night than most people make in a month. Why would I stop? What's the life that awaits me? Hay que buscar oportunidades. You have to look for opportunities. Oportunidades.
I was born callada, porque dicen que cuando yo era niña, yo me quedaba tan callada. As a young girl, I was always very quiet. I never cried, I never laughed. I walked around with my head down and rarely said a word. Tengo 19 años. Soy indígena. I am part of the Guayú tribe de Sierra Nevada, Santa Marta, Colombia. I would be considered a campesina. I work in the fields. I am of the fields. Yo siembro vegetales, plátanos, frutas. I know how to milk the cows and I tend to the pigs and chickens. The village I live in has no streets. It's all just dirt roads. And there is no street lighting. The only cars are the trucks that come to transport the meat and crops to the major cities. We get around on horses and carriages. This is our life. Simple, quiet, peaceful. You think you know my story because you've seen some actress portray la campesina in some Mexican novela. Her indigenous dress, washing her clothes on the rocks, playing la cocinera. But my simple life is simply beautiful. I wake up in the morning and I greet the sun. And when it rains, the water tends to the land. When it rains, we prepare our food and we bathe with the water. We may not have the luxuries of all the major cities, but we are happy here. We understand that our riches are found in the earth. If you understood what this land could give to you, would you continue to take from it? Do I want to leave? Do I dream of leaving? No, yo no me quiero ir de mi tierra. This is the only life I know, and I love my life. We love this land. We protect this land. We respect the animals. We are one with this earth. Can you see me? Can you see me? I am here. I am valuable. I am indigenous. I am your legacy. My story is valid. My life has worth. Just because I am out of sight does not mean that you should forget. Because while you are over there in your other land, I remain here, also dreaming that this will not be the end of our culture, the extinction of our people, the loss of our language. Don't forget us. We are the ones tending to enact. We are the ones preservando nuestra historia, You have abandoned us. You have forgotten us. Return to our lands. But I will remain here. I will remain here, preserving our history, the playa that I am. We are a happy people. Happy with the riches that we have, pero no nos dejan en paz. Our villages are being pillaged. Our people are being killed. Our campos are being taken from us. Un día, yo estaba lavando ropa when I could feel this energy come over me. It was a group of men in the bushes carrying machine guns. I could see the red in their eyes. Era la guerrilla.
I was born Isabella. Nací en Perez. I am 6 years old. In 6 years. Mommy calls me Meriam. I was 4 when I started dancing. They say I danced out of Mommy's belly. I dance so fast. I love dancing, looking at my feet when I dance, and dancing for my family. And when people tell me how cute I am, I dance even more. I dance to all types of music. And when I finish, people always say, "Otra, otra, otra." The music my little brother plays is called alegre, música tradicional afro-peruana. I also dance zapateo really good. I love playing dress up. My mommy, she made me this pretty yellow dress with white buckles, and whenever I put it on, I feel like a princess. I just twirl around and around and around, and I watch how it twirls with me. I feel so pretty. I'm just a little girl having fun. But there are days when I'm not so happy. I don't like it when she tells me it's time to get ready to dance. I tell Mommy, no, I don't want to go. I want to stay and play with the other girls. Mommy and Daddy tell me, no, you have to go dancing because dancing brings in the money. Y si no bailo, we can't eat. And without dancing, we can't buy eggs and milk. No quiero bailar. It's a job. It's work. I don't want to work. I'm like a monkey. Dance, monkey, dance. I don't go to school. I don't read or write. But I dance. I dance all the time. I'm that little girl dancing for fun, but if you like how I dance, money! At first, I loved the attention I received. People would smile at me. They wanted to take pictures with me. It was always so much fun because they would tell me how beautiful I am and how good of a dancer I am. I was bella, la bailarina. But then, it was everything. churches, I dance outside of restaurants, inside of restaurants, on the street corner, every street corner. One day, I was walking with my brothers and sisters and mommy, and we passed La Escuelita San Miguel. And I saw this little girl that looked just like me. Her mommy was taking her to school. And I remember she had on this pretty uniform. It was sky blue with a white blouse and these pretty shiny black shoes with white ruffles. And I remember just looking back at her, wishing I could be going to school just like her. I remember my first day. The first day we went to the restaurant when Daddy said, all right, you guys, you go out there and you make me proud, okay? And when you're done, you walk around the house and you can give me money, okay? And all this pressure on the little girl. It's just you. Turn 10. I'm 13. Now I'm 15. I'm part of a dance troupe and I perform every day. It's the only life I know. All I've ever wanted was to be a little girl, carefree, happy. I'm still that little girl dancing for fun, but also because I'm being exploited. If you like how I dance, give me money.